Sorry about all the technical difficulties. Welcome everyone to Color Energy Live. I'm your host, Suzanne Murphy. And anyways, here we are, take 3. So today we're going to be talking about aromatherapy, and I'm going to be sharing with you a lot of my knowledge of essential oils. I've been studying and using essential oils for over 30 years before most people even knew what essential oils or aromatherapy was. So I want to talk a little bit about the purpose of essential oils and what aromatherapy is and what essential oils are. Now, essential oils are the life force of a plant, and it could be from the flower, the root, the bark. It literally is the liquid essence of the plant. And to me, it is that essence that has the constitution of its chemical makeup that has the healing properties. Oils can be sedating, they can be energizing, they can be antibacterial, anti-infectious, and a lot of essential oils are recognized by our governments as a healing modality. Now, with aromatherapy, 1 drop is like taking a teaspoon of that herb. So literally, that 1 drop, that life force, that liquid essence is doing the job of almost eating, a huge part of that plant. But of course, that 1 drop, once it's applied to your body, within 15 seconds, it's absorbed into your bloodstream. And again, this is one of the reasons why I love essential oils, is because it has that instant effect. Awesome, isn't it? And there is a few oils that I want you to have in your medicine cabinet. Tea tree oil, geranium, and lavender. And I'm not a fan of tea tree oil, the smell. I mean, it's kind of like a medicinal smell to me. However, that being said, often I'll mix it with other oils so the smell isn't as potent. Or I put oils on the soles of my feet because, as I mentioned just a minute ago, that when you apply aromatherapy to your skin, within 15 seconds, it's in your bloodstream. So if you don't like the smell of an oil, but you know it has some phenomenal healing benefits, then again, think of other ways that you can use the essential oils. And I'll talk about a few different ways that you can use essential oils, just to give you some of the ideas of how I apply aromatherapy in my life. And I use oils for everything. If I have a burn, I'm using essential oils. If I want to uplift my mood, I'm using essential oils. And we can treat a lot of common symptoms with the healing power of what I call Gaia's garden. Because everything that's in nature's garden is the plant essences or the natural medicine that is given to us by God. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so let's talk about each oil and their healing properties. And again, I'm just going to talk about the 3 main oils. Now, other things you might want to have in your medicine cabinet is a carrier oil, as well as compresses, Band-Aids, aloe vera. These are all things that can be part of your aromatherapy kit. Now, tea tree oil is one of the few oils, including lavender is also one of the oils, but tea tree and lavender oil are the 2 oils that can be used neat on the skin. Meaning when you apply to the skin, they can readily be absorbed by your skin and again, get into your bloodstream. However, most oils need to have a carrier. You don't need to ingest oils. You can actually just apply a bit of a carrier oil with your essential oil. And why don't we just quickly show you? We'll make it super easy. You just put a little bit of a carrier oil into your palm, add a couple drops of the essential oil, and it is ready to apply onto your body wherever you need that aromatherapy oil. And of course, different carrier oils have different components that are good for dry skin, oily skin, normal skin, chapped skin, different skin conditions. So we can combine a carrier that has its medicinal qualities with essential oils that have their medicinal qualities and come up with a really wonderful product for your body. And not even going into the mind or the emotions or the spiritual aspect of the essential oils, because all oils are connected on a holistic level as well. Now, let's go back to tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is antifungal, antibacterial, and in fact, it is my go-to for so many things, anything to do with the skin. And I have a lot of professionals that use tea tree oil in their business because tea tree oil helps with ingrown hairs, it helps with fungus. You can use it on burns, athlete's foot, cuts, scrape, and itchy insect bites. And because it can be used neat, it's great to carry with you wherever you go. So again, when you travel, think of, both the tea tree oil and lavender oil and their medicinal qualities. And, again, you have your own little medicine kit when you go traveling. Now, lavender oil also can be used neat on the skin, and it's good for inflammation. It's one of the best oils for inflammation. And I can share with you all kinds of stories in regards to aromatherapy. And I'm going to share one right now. One of my coworkers, her brother was in a house fire. 70% of his body was burned. He kept running back into the house to save his family, and the end result, he was in critical care. Well, when my coworker informed me that she was leaving the office right away, catching a flight to go to the hospital, because at that point they didn't know if her brother was going to survive. Well, I grabbed a bottle of lavender floral water and a small bottle of lavender oil, approximately 5 ml, and I put it into the lavender floral water, and I gave her the spray, and I said, please spray it on his burned skin. So the family was really dedicated to doing that because they understood through my coworker Maria that, lavender oil is really good for burns. Now, the doctors didn't think he was going to get out of the hospital anytime soon. And using the lavender mist daily, and in fact several times a day on his skin. And what they did is they literally just sprayed above his body a foot or two and allowed the molecules of the essential oils to land on his body. And just even those small molecules started to do their magic, that he got out of the hospital 3 months before the doctors thought he would get out. And when his burned skin started to peel off his body, the doctors were astonished that his skin was like a baby's skin. This is what we're talking about when we use the pure essence of a plant on our skin. It can do amazing healing things. And in fact, a couple of years ago, I was hiking and I damaged my foot. My foot got lodged in between 2 rocks, and it took me a while to actually get my foot out of the rocks. And thankfully, I was wearing hiking boots. But after the hike, I could see that I had damaged my 2 toes, and I started putting essential oils on it, lavender mainly. And within a couple of days, the inflammation, my toes didn't even turn color. Literally, they were hot red to the touch initially, which was, indicating the inflammation. And after applying the lavender oil, it started to cool it down, and I was applying the oils on a regular basis, 2 to 3 times a day. And at the end of a couple days, like I said, the pain, the inflammation was much less, and gradually the pain just disappeared within about a week. However, 2 months later, 2 of my toenails fell off. I didn't even know it because my toes healed incredibly during that short span that I didn't think that anything was wrong. And here again, a couple months later, I lose a couple toenails. So let's go back to the lavender oil. For burns, sunstroke, headache, also, actually what I want to tell you is lavender oil is safe for children to use. It's one of the oils that is good for children. Chamomile is also really good for children. Now, geranium oil is also an antiseptic and antifungal, plus it's a good choice for cuts, sores, viral infections. It will help heal fever blisters, anything to do with the herpes virus. Geranium is a beautiful oil for that, and it helps with travel sickness and jet lag. So again, an incredible oil. And anything to do with the hormones. Geranium is one of those super oils for the hormones. And we're not just talking about hormonal issues that women have, but any kind of mood swings or anything along that line. Geranium oil is really good. Bloating, menopause. Now, I always disperse essential oils, and I put on our Heavenly Scent diffuser. So again, having that smell in the office. And one of the things is when we have visitors that come visit our office, inevitably people always say, oh my goodness, it smells so good in here. Well, that's because we're always working with essential oils and we're always dispersing essential oils. And when you have essential oils going in your office or at home, that's the first thing that greets people is that smell. And we want to create that homey atmosphere. And maybe you want to have a room, being uplifted. Maybe you have children or you yourself are doing some studies. Then you might want to disperse essential oils that are really good for uplifting your spirit, but also sharpen your mind. Rosemary oil, lemon oil, grapefruit. These are some incredible oils that can help with your studies. And if you have an aromatherapy pendant, then you can apply a couple drops in there and again inhale that fragrance on a regular basis to have your mind sharp. We can use oils also for a romantic setting. Ylang-ylang, that's one of my favorite oils, or sandalwood is known as an aphrodisiac. And it's simple to create your own air freshener. All you have to do is take a spray bottle, fill it with water, or you can already use a floral water that has a keynote of an essential oil in it. And floral waters are the steam distillate byproduct of aromatherapy. So utilizing the steam distillation process, the top of the water that's used in steam distillation, or I should say the top layer, is the essential oil, the oil that comes from that plant or that flower, where the water byproduct is the floral water. And floral waters have the essence, the chemical makeup of the essential oil, but it's safer because it's the water component of the essential oil process. So often what I'll do is I'll just take a floral water and boost it with some other essential oils, so I have a more powerful mixture. But simply all you need to do is take clean water, put it in a spray bottle, make sure it's at least a half a cup to a cup of water, and then you just simply pop off in this case, I don't have the cap off. You just pop off the cap and add a couple drops into your floral water or your water. And voila, you end up with a beautiful spray that you can use as a room spray, a body spray. Literally, you can use it for so many different things. And if you're outdoors, there are certain oils that are known to sort of prevent insects and bugs to come around you, like citronella is known in the industry. So again, a couple drops of citronella with maybe a citrus oil like lemon or orange or lime, and you've got a wonderful outdoor spray. Now, because essential oils do have chemical components, you don't want to spray directly on your clothing. Rather, your skin is safe, or sometimes just to deodorize my carpet, I'll just go around doing light mists, and so the molecules of the essential oils are lightly just touching my carpet. You can do that with also curtains. And the best deodorizing oils are geranium, lavender, peppermint, and tea tree. So 3 out of the 4 that I just told you about. Now, how do you diffuse essential oils? Well, you need to have a diffuser. Now, some diffusion systems, they have a little pad, and all you do is put a couple drops onto the pad, and in this case, this is a plug-in. Now, I don't use chemical plugins, okay? Because when you use chemical plugins, what's going on is in the air, you're getting chemicals that you're inhaling. And they're starting to actually show tests that people who have chemical plugins are having respiratory issues. And again, we can use the essential oils that are good for the respiratory system, like pine, like eucalyptus, even tea tree oil, are great oils to put into a diffuser and to disperse in the air. Now, I also use our air diffusion or our water air diffusion process called the Heavenly Scent Diffuser. And when you put a couple drops of essential oil in that diffuser, it mixes with water and it disperses the oils in the air. Now, this is also an ionizing diffuser, so it ionizes the water molecules, so you're getting the benefits of both the essential oil and the ionized particles. And we need ionized particles to create friction, to create energy within our body. Other things you can do is you can boil some water, and after the water is boiled, put a few drops of essential oils into your pot, and that will disperse the aromatherapy into the air. Again, super easy to do, and it doesn't cost you anything other than the cost of the essential oil. And you can also put a couple drops onto the wax of a candle, not onto the wick, but onto the wax. And as the candle wax starts to heat up, it will also disperse the essential oils into the air. Now, other ways I use essential oils, I add 2 to 3 drops to a carrier, and then I put the carrier into the water. And again, all I do is put a little bit of a carrier into the palm of my hand, add a couple drops of essential oils, and then what I do is I just put the oils into the water. And if you put it on your hand, then just mix put your hands in the water and mix the oils into the water. I also add essential oils into a hand or a foot soak. I love doing foot soaks, so I'll put several drops of essential oil into a foot soak. But my carrier in a foot soak is salts. I love salts in my foot soaks, and again, we can use the salts as a carrier into the water and into our skin, because our body will absorb the salts, which of course then will also be a catalyst to absorbing the essential oil. And if you want to have fun, one of our products, Color Bath, you can also add to your bath water or your foot soaks or your hand soaks. And if you're a practitioner or a therapist, this could be part of some of your therapy rituals. And if you're an esthetician, you can also add essential oils and Color Bath to any pedicures and manicure soaks. So just a couple ideas for you, for anybody who's doing a business and wants to utilize aromatherapy in their business. Okay. Oh, I had a thought now. I can't remember what it is. I'm sure it'll come back to me. Also, massage oils. Again, just take one of your favorite carrier oils, but you might use a little container, put a tablespoon or 2 in there, and again, several drops of any blend. Now, depending on what kind of massage you want to do, whether it's for stress or tense areas, you might use oils like eucalyptus. That's one of my favorite oils for stress. Other oils that are nice and relaxing would be like chamomile. And again, you can always do anti-inflammatory or antiviral oils in your recipes and lather it on your chest if you want to massage your chest with some nice aromatherapy oils. Okay. Now, I also use aromatherapy in all my skincare products. Now, Color Energy carries a lot of unscented products, so you can actually scent them yourself with your favorite scents. I love that, because a lot of times in the past when I was buying products, the scents would go tainted after a while, or I didn't care for the scent, especially if I got something as a gift. With our products, a lot of products are unscented, and again, all you have to do, and you can change what oils you're using regularly, but in this case, you just apply a little bit of lotion to your hand. Again, 1 to 2 drops of an essential oil. And depending on the oil, you might add more lotion, or you might actually add less aromatherapy, but never more than 1 to 2 drops, okay? And then you just mix it up and you can apply it to your skin. Super easy. Okay, I better use this all up. My hands are getting a little greasy here as I'm doing my show and tell. Okay. And you can add products to hair. You can add essential oils to hair products. So this is our unconditioned, our conditioner. And again, just several drops into your bottle, shake it up really good, and now you've fragranced your shampoo or your conditioner or your body wash, your body gel instantly with essential oils. And again, super easy to do. Just make sure you shake it up really well. And I love doing that because, again, I'm an aromatherapy addict, I guess, and I apply essential oils to everything. So if I want something uplifting for my mood, I might use a little bit of orange oil or lemon oil or rosemary. Again, use the fragrances or essential oils that you love, because this is all about your enjoyment. Essential oils, because it works a lot on our sense of smell, it has that immediate impact on our feelings. So if you want to be uplifted, then use oils that make you feel uplifted. Similarly, if you want to be sedated, use the essential oils that will help calm you down and relax you. Okay, Now, other ways to use oils around the house, and in fact, I just moved, and so what I did was I took a spray bottle of water, added quite a bit of orange oil, and I use that for cleaning everything. I used it for cleaning out my fridge, my cupboards, everything, even the floor. And the house smelled beautiful as I was moving in. And I still use this formula because I made a big bottle of it for doing all my cleaning. And in fact, I use orange oil in my toilet bowl. I use orange oil, and again, it's mixed in my spray, but I use my orange spray, I should say, for cleaning my mirrors. I use it for everything, washing down surfaces. Now, if you're washing down a surface that maybe has a little bit more bacteria because it's your cooking surface, for example, you can add a drop of pine oil. Have you ever wondered why some of these companies out there that make cleaning products use orange and pine oil? Guess what? It's because of the properties of the oils are really good for, purification. So pine oil is one of the strongest oils for killing bacteria. So great to know, isn't it? And in fact, I have a steam cleaner and I put eucalyptus and tea tree oil in my steam cleaner. So when I'm cleaning the floor, again, I have that fragrance of these beautiful oils that are being used as part of my cleaning process. Now, other things that I do is I take cotton balls and I put a couple drops of lavender oil, because again, lavender oil has so many properties to it, and I stick that in my different linen drawers. So my underwear drawer has a cotton ball. My t-shirt drawer has a cotton ball. So all my different drawers have different cotton balls in them. And primarily I use lavender, but geranium is equally as good. Oh, and you could put essential oils in a humidifier. Okay. Any kind of method of dispersant you can do. I also will add essential oils into my water in my iron. And you can also use essential oils in your wash as well as in your dryer. Now, I don't use anything chemical, or I try not to. If I do use something chemical, it's usually because I don't know it. I read labels of everything. And for example, in my dryer, rather than using a dryer sheet, I just take a face cloth, put my essential oils in there, and that's actually my dryer sheet. And it works wonderful because, again, it disperses the smell of the oil into all your towels, your clothing, just makes everything smell much, much more yummy. Okay. Now, what else can I tell you? Oh, and certain oils will mask smells. And in fact, we have a liquid deodorant that's unscented. So you can use that as part of your, ritual of deodorizing. Not only do I use our liquid deodorant for my armpit, I actually use it as a room cleanser because salts actually absorb odors. So when you put some essential oils into salt water mixture, whether it's our liquid deodorant or you make your own salt brine or salt water, again, you can actually neutralize smells. And to make a saltwater formula, all you do again is take some water, and you can use a floral water as well as your base, add a couple drops of essential oil, and just a pinch or two of any type of sea salt. And I only say sea salt because you don't want to use iodized salt. The minerals are taken out, and you want to have that mineral component to any kind of saltwater spray. Now, because hallways are a great place to greet your guests, either you can make a room spray, or again, you can make your own plug-in. And there's also card diffusers. You can put a couple drops into a card diffuser, plug it into your I guess what we call it is your igniter. Back in the day, it was your cigarette lighter, but you plug it into your igniter, and it will actually warm up the pad that's in the diffuser, and again, disperse the oils. And there's also some that you can sit into the fans of the car, and again, it's that cold air process, or that the circulation of the air coming into the car that will disperse the oils. And I remember a woman telling me she was doing a long distance haul with her young children, and she actually used a car diffuser with I think it was our Relax and Renew blend, or pardon me, our Sweet Serenity blend, which is a really nice one to calm you down. And she put that in her car diffuser, and she said, Suzanne, it was like night and day. My kids are very hyperactive. Normally I go crazy when I travel with them, but by having a diffuser that was a relaxation diffuser while she was driving, the kids totally relaxed and were quite manageable during that 14-hour trip. Oh, here's another thing you can do with essential oils is put a couple drops into your vacuum cleaner filter, and you can do that even with your house filter. Okay, so let's talk about safety and storage. You'll notice that a lot of our products come in a dark bottle, and this is to protect the essential oil from the sunlight. One of the things that degrades the quality of an essential oil is sunlight. So what you want to do is you want to store your aromatherapy in your cabinets or your medicine cabinet or in a drawer. I have all my essential oils in a box. I have this huge box of essential oils. I think I have every single oil that we have. And get to know the different qualities of the oils. Even though I talked about 3 today, we have this wonderful aromatherapy chart that is just up here called the Holistic Aromatherapy Chart. And it gives you dozens of methods of how to use oils, repeating a little bit about what I said today, as well as it goes into the emotional component, the spiritual component of the essential oils, how they relate to our different energy systems. It also has, I'm getting a chart here now so I can show you. It also has common symptoms. There's over 40 symptoms listed on this chart, and the best oils and the best ways to use these essential oils. They even have oils recommended for face and body care, directions of use. We even have a chakra-coded table so you can learn about the connection on the vibrational level. And in fact, this is one of the things Color Energy does so well. We teach you about the color frequency of products, and all our products are therapeutic grade, which means that you can trust the quality. I'll just talk briefly about the quality of essential oils. A lot of people don't realize that in the process of making an essential oil, there is a process, and it is a time-consuming process. You have to heat up the water, you're putting the plant parts into the water, and as the water is heated, that steam distillation process will separate the oil from the oil from the plant, and you end up with the essential oil. And when you rush that process, if you boil the water, you actually then can burn the chemical makeup of the essential oil. Not very good, okay, guys? Because then you're actually using or getting the benefits of carcinogens, which you don't want. You want the beauty of the plant. You want the magic of the plant. So a lot of cheaper oils that are on the market, they're what is called generational oils. And I don't know if I'm saying that exactly right, but when you get the oil from the first draft, that is the best oil. However, if the process is sped up, or if, for example, that plant is constantly crushed or, maximized, it's kind of like when you squeeze a lemon. The first few squeezes of the lemon are the best. The more you squeeze, the more you get other aspects of the plant that are not necessarily as quality, I guess is the way I can say it, but I think you get what I'm saying. Okay, some oils, especially the citrus ones, are photosensitive, meaning if you put them on your skin and you go outside, they can actually burn your skin. So you don't want to use photosensitive oils. And again, we try to teach you all this through our additional support material. And if you have any conditions, like if you're pregnant, have high or low blood pressure, you have allergies, epilepsy, asthma, you have to know what oils are best supportive. And this is where you need to talk to somebody who's a qualified aromatherapist. And again, we try to give you as much indication on our different charts and handouts, but ultimately you're still responsible for your own health. So please, please look into all these things, okay? Now, we sell hundreds of different oils, carriers, and we also work a lot with pre-mixed formulas. We have this phenomenal team of not just aromatherapists, but trained aromatherapists that are educated in energy medicine. So when we make our different formulations, we actually work with the energetic qualities, meaning when you're using one of our essential oil blends, and I'll just take one here, we have a blend called Relax and Renew, and all the oils that go in there are blue in nature, meaning blue chamomile, blue yarrow, anything that's that blue component, we've put into our different, blue labeled products because they hold the vibration of that blue frequency. And again, I'm not going to go heavy into the color component, but sunlight contains all colors, and in sunlight is all the colors of the rainbow, and it's those different colors that create the different colors of our plant. Most people don't think about that, but have you ever wondered why a lavender plant or a lavender flower is violet in nature? Well, it holds the frequency of the violet energy, and this is how easy it is. Okay, so what else can I tell you? I think we've covered a lot today. Now, I do want to share with you some other things that I do. I was asked to do this, and thank you for your feedback before we got started. I had some of you ask certain questions, and one of the questions was, how do I use essential oils with other healing modalities? So, for example, we work with light therapy, and just by simply turning on the pen light and lubricating our hand with a corresponding oil, and I'm just going to quickly show you here, but we have a chi energy, and in our hand, all this area here is connected to our base chakra, which is governed by the red frequency. So simply by putting a red oil on my hand, now even if you don't have our chroma-like pen light, you can use your thumb and massage that area and do your own little reflexology treatment. Or we take our chroma-like pen light, and I've got it lit with the red light, and we massage those reflex zones. And what we've done is we've prepared the skin and the body energetically for the red frequency of the light. And again, if you don't have the chroma-like pen light, then you can still work with the vibration of the oil. But the light therapy amplifies the frequency because we're using crystalline energy, the tip is crystal, and combined with the red color, then what we're doing is we're creating that stimuli of the light and the crystalline energy. And crystals amplify energy. By touching the body and by actually stimulating a reflex zone or an acupuncture point or a meridian line, what we're doing is we're activating that specific point to be charged by the red light and the components of the red oil. Super easy to do. So again, I use aromatherapy in all my healing modalities when I give treatments to people or when I teach people how to do hand therapy, because to me, I want to make things very simple. You can apply oils directly to the part of the body that you have the stress or the strain or the condition or whatever it is. And in fact, aromatherapy works wonders on skin conditions. And I have a protocol for that, and I'll just quickly share that with you. Salt water, and again, it has to be authentic salt. Salt water combined with lavender oil, and apply a compress to the area where the skin condition is. You'll be surprised at how fast your skin will heal. So there we go. This is the end of our workshop today. Sorry about the problems earlier. And this is a live event, but please like, share, our video with other people. We're trying to get people understanding, again, the healing properties of nature. God has given us all these gifts in plants, in sunlight, in colors, everything. And so we want to maximize as much as possible with nature's garden. So I hope you enjoyed today's class. And again, please like, share, subscribe to our channel, and keep, stay tuned. My next class is in 2 weeks on August 19th. And I am going to be talking about, what am I talking about? Hang on. It's going to come to me in just a second. It is all about biofeedback. Thanks. I was just actually writing some material on that. I can't believe I spazzed out, but nonetheless, I need some rosemary oil for strong mental power. But I'm going to be talking about biofeedback, what biofeedback is, and I'm going to be talking about our amazing technology, the biopulsar reflexograph chirogram, because it actually measures the frequency of the body and it gives us biofeedback of 8 brain parameters, the complete endocrine system, the aura, the chakras. So I'm going to be talking about some very, very cutting edge information in regards to biofeedback and the body, mind, and spirit connection. So please join us, and we'll see you in a few weeks.